time is gold. You cannot recover time.
If 100 people is going to the wrong direction, but if you are confident going to the right direction, if you are alone, even though you should take the risk.
So believe in yourself.
I'm I'm speechless. So hello everyone. So this is our podcast Scopics, where we discuss about the educators, the institute owners, and we will also give a respect. We will also discuss about struggleful journey and about the success, so that what I feel that others will also get to know how this struggle feels. There will be a different respectful. They will be seen as a different way in the society. I believe after this podcast, the people will see the the educators see differently. So that's how this podcast starts, and this podcast begins to start. So today we have a very special guest, Dr. Jose D. Mainggang. So I'm very happy and I'm really respectful. I'm very happy that you give time to us. I'm really happy with this. So hello, Dr.
Yeah, good
Jose.
afternoon, Doctor. Good afternoon. It's nice being asked for this short interview.
So how are you feeling today?
I'm very healthy and pleasant and happy to see you.
So you are also a doctor. You are a director for the academics administration of PLTCI college. So before talking about this PLTCI college, I would like to know, and I would like to discuss, and I would like to show the general people like how your journey started.
How I started?
Yes, though.
Well, I come from a far province. Yes, the province of Ifugao.
Yes, sir.
And my parents are poor, and because of poverty, I was given the challenge at an early age to go to school because of the influence of my teacher in elementary, who saw perhaps something positive in me. He wanted me to pursue my high school in a Catholic school, also in the same province. And from there on, I have developed to help my parents being a working student at an early years, grade 6 to high school, up to college when I finished my bachelor's degree, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science in Baguio City. That's Baguio College's foundation, now University of Cordilleras. There, I had worked through my years being a working student, so I appreciated how important education as a breakthrough to break the cycle of poverty.
So I believe, you also said that you are inspired by your teachers. He really inspired you to pursue your education. Because, I also feel like education is the base of everything. It's not just education, it's the education.
Yes.
So I also feel like that's how I started this. Like, people also need to know, like, in a different way. They also need to see the education in a different way. It's just not the pressure and the burnout. It has a big benefit. I believe it's the base of everything, though. So even if you are from the poor family, how do you, what's the main challenges you've got in your life during your early success?
Well, it just happened when I was in this school, I was highly motivated. I was actively involved in many school activities. And maybe they have discovered me something that is very important, that it would be a loss of opportunity. I know that's how they came to see me.
Okay.
And so that's it. The continuing motivation really inspired me, and I said, yes, I'll go. So when I started going to high school, in a Catholic school, the more that I was challenged, and I saw myself never certain at that time, because my parents were sickly, my mother was so sickly every year, always. So everything, whatever resources we have, had been exhausted for her healing. So that's it. That prompted me to really help myself, to help my parents. So I did not depend entirely from them because of their situation. So I have to help myself. So I think that's now the so-called, the meaning of real education is deeply rooted on your interest to change and make a future of your own.
It's really impressive, Doc. You come from this. You're like independence from that time itself. Even you grew up with the challenging things. You managed to do everything with your own. So it's really inspiring after this. So during your education, high school or the college degrees, so what's the one thing you still remember till now that really motivates you to be in this position?
Oh yes, when I was in college, that's I will go back to that, because I had been working in a company in college. reaching from, I started as a supervisor up to a unit manager position while still a student. And because of that experience that I had in a private company, real estate management corporation, I was exempted from the requirements of this school. 120 hours for ROTC, 120 hours for academics. I was exempted because I have to present an appointment requiring my presence in the office, conducting trainings for applicants for the private company on selling. So that's how. So I have learned that hard work with good intention can propel you to finish your studies.
So after listening things, I believe like you are a really patience person. You went step by step for everything.
Yes. In short, I am an example who had gained education the real way.
Yeah.
The real way.
Yes.
Because along the way, I had really labored.
Yes.
And I could see the comparison of how one who does not exert his best and one who would squander his time. So that's, and more interesting, you're asking me what would I remember in college.
Yes.
I was second year, I was already drafted to become an activist. And I joined the most destructive student movement in the Philippines. So when there's a strike in Manila, we have a strike in Baguio.
Okay.
We have to prevent the students from entering their campuses. When somebody got hurt, injured by a policeman, that was the time that it had to open my mind and stop joining. So I stopped joining. We have to teach we have to learn different isms. You know, ism is a belief. Communism, Nazism, all those types were the ones that I had been engaged to during night time. We have to learn those. But that is an activism trying to destroy government. So with that incident, it taught me a lesson. Why would I have to continue with this if I were the one who was hit with that? My parents did not know.
Yes.
So if I would be dead, then it is to the ignorance of my parents who have expected me to be finishing my schooling, and my goal was to finish my 4 years in college in 3 years, which I did. No other else, I think, had finished a 4-year course in 3 years. I think myself.
It's it's really impressive talk.
How did I do it? I have to go for summer. I carry the full load, and then I will overload. So I had shortened that 4 years in 3 years.
Like how did you manage it? It's
time. And then I was even working student.
Yeah, you're also working.
Yes.
You're also involved in the activist things also.
Well,
So, and you're also studying, like, it's really, it's really hard for students. What do you really inspire? Can you tell a short quote for those things? I really wanted to ask, like, a little bit about the one incident that you still remember after the activist. After the
other
being
than that,
activist.
this is my principle. I have realized when I was in college because of the situation of my parents. And I have proven that to be true. Time is gold. You cannot recover time, lost time. And so I have to make time very productive as expected. I want to create certain surprises to my parents and to the community where I come from. So that's how I did it. That is why I have shortened 4 years to 3 years. Because I believe that time, when used properly, will be to your advantage.
You are now the director of the academic affairs of the PLTCI. So for this position, I really believe a person need to be very good in the leadership, right? So how your leadership started?
Yung my leadership, well, it had started when I was in high school. I happened to be prefect of discipline. So I have handled the discipline of students. I was successful. That prompted this school to hire me with that position before I came to PLT. So what's my leadership style? I have created my own. I did not borrow from any. What is my own? My leadership style is walking around.
So I believe you also work hard. You also inspire to others. I believe if you are in this, like many people are inspired from you. So
I don't know if some people were inspired.
I believe most of them. So, okay. So, talking about this leadership things, like, what's the one incident you still remember that you did that and it was really good and you still be proud until now?
This one, okay. Many administrators have common practices.
Okay.
But mine is different. Okay. My door is open to anybody. I do not have any requirements. I don't require, just simple. If I have a secretary, say, allow them. But they have to logbook, sign it, so to know their identity. Then allow them to go inside. So there is no priority, no. Open, whoever comes ahead, they can come. If they can come in group, they can come. Free at any time. Now, why I'm different? If my employers will not risk me, I'll be the one to risk them to where they are. The students, if they do not come, I'll find a way to talk to them anywhere they are. I'll ask them, how are you? My concern is, on the part of the students, my concern is, how sure are they that they are really making good in their studies? Because they are far apart from their parents, and parents are expecting students, their children, to be doing well.
Exactly.
So for me, as part of my responsibility, is just to say, how are you okay? From how, if being an administrator, if there share some ideas, a problem, a concern, then if it could be answered there, then right there, you do not need to bring it to the office. Except confidential matters.
Okay.
You cannot talk anywhere. It should be in the office.
And you look, you have been to very long, far away. You started very long ago, and you have been this long away. So I really wanted to discuss, like, what's the one thing that you still remember and that still pins you that you should haven't done at any time?
That I should have not done.
Yeah. Is there any regret?
I don't remember regretting anything, but there were a lot of things. For example, I have fired employees.
Okay.
Even Vince, I fired them. But based on, there's a reason, valid reason.
Yes.
Because we want everybody to work. You know, I am a downhearted person. I can understand. I will go with them. But if there is something they will see in me and then they will abuse, and I can see that it is really a conscious effort, it was intentional, sorry, we have to apply the rule.
So it's, I believe it's the policy. So we cannot change the policy. We have to go according to the policy. It's
But logical, we have to be logical.
And it's everywhere, the policy things, and it's fine. There is no regret or there is nothing. So, is there anything that really make you feel proud? Can you mention one thing that really make you feel proud every time?
Well, the fact that I survived.
Okay.
I'm not talking of the present, the fact that I survived my 20 years running the institution from elementary to college. Prior to that, there were so many problems, but when I stepped in, all things became normal and the school became so popular.
So
that to me, I think, because my leadership unified all the employees, including student organizations, coming together for one direction of the institution, and that is to create honor, bring pride to the institution. And when you are there, whether you're a student, a faculty, a staff, administrator, you have to leave a legacy. It's not how long you stay there, but it's what you have done good. Even in so short a time, you can make a difference. That to me is the most important. Even if you can stay there so long, but you have not done anything, so it's useless. It does not make any meaning at all. So that's to me, that's my defining point.
Yeah, I understand. It's really, I believe you have been to very far and you have been doing very well, and you have been, the most important thing that you survive somehow, and you did the policy, you did the good for the institution, wherever you go, you did your own self also. So I believe it's a very proudful moment also. So actually wanted to discuss about, like, you also wrote a book, right?
Accidentally, yes.
Let's talk a little. Can you mention a little bit about your book?
That book is, number one is Managing a School.
Okay.
Why did I write that? I wrote that during the pandemic because I could not work for fear for that pandemic period. So I sat down, then I tried to look up to the sky, and I said, Lord, what have I done? And so from that, everything coming in, so I started writing down, as I recall, the content of the book were those that I have done in this school. The success story and everything. How employees have seen me, how I was able to create a landscape of this institution. Those are the ones. Why did I have to write that? I want to share that my practice, my best practices to other institutions in the country, if they like, if it could help them. So that's it. That was my purpose, to share my experience. I don't like to be selfish. If it could help, then fine. If it would not, then maybe because of different environment.
No, of
Yes.
course it will help.
Like that.
Let's talk about here about a little bit of your from the part of your book. What you really like from the part of your book that you wrote, so that all the other peoples can see, can listen.
That's it.
Okay.
The secrets of managing a school
Okay.
is being open.
Okay.
You have openness. That is why, as I said, my management style is open door policy. Walking around. That's my policy. And I happen to be very successful along that line and well appreciated by the employees. That's why I wanted to share that. Not only to them, to whom I have served, but if it could be shared to others, then to me is the meaning of service. So that's how. So that style of management style, and the qualities of what you are supposed to do are the ones that motivated me to really sit down and write a book.
So I haven't.
3 books yun.
Yeah, there are 3 books. There is also I also got to know about your interview things books.
Yeah,
So
that one,
okay.
I wrote that also because there were those teachers in the public school.
Mm-mm.
Every time I go to the province,
Mm-mm.
then they will even come and said, "Sir, please help us how to answer because we are going to undergo an interview. What shall we, the superintendent will be asking us questions. So what will be the possible questions?" So I said, these are the possible ones. So from that, it prompted me to, I said, I think, with my experience handling panel interviews of applicants throughout the years of all levels, then I just sat down and then started writing. These are the common. And this is how you should handle, how to what to prepare and what not to do and what to do.
Mm-mm.
That's all. So that's a guidance based on experience, experiential.
So it's like it's really very very impressive. Like you are not just doing yourself. You are inspiring all other people.
Yes,
Also. You-
it just happened that in my entire life, in the later part of my college life,
Mm-mm.
and when I finished my master's, I was already working.
Mm-mm.
I used to be a columnist writer. I used to write in the whole Ilocos and in Cordillera.
Mm-mm.
And then I contributed articles published nationwide in the Philippines,
Oh.
different journals. So how did I do that? I want to share my ideas. The fact that my articles are accepted by the editorial board would make me happy. That somehow they see my idea to be bright and worth sharing. And that is why they have to be published. And from that, I wrote a book, a collection of all those that I have published already. Oh, like that's it.
So okay. Let's talk about. Do you remember any title or any article of the title that was really boosted, that was really that was really favored by many people? That was really
Well, there are many.
yeah.
For example,
Okay.
productivity in life. So that's one title of an article. Productivity in life. So that means to say, in whatever profession, whatever work that you are in, make the best of it and make a life for you and for others. In the service for others, serve beyond yourself. It is what people will say about you that matters and not what you tell about yourself. There's a reverse there. So you are judged by what people would say based on what you are doing. So outward comments would be most welcome and not what would be coming from yourself.
Okay, so it was. I really believe that you just doesn't work to inspire us. So you also inspired me now. Honestly,
I'm not no.
it's so
Good if you are.
because you just don't work for others. You're also working for to serve the people, to serve the country, to
Yeah.
serve everyone. It's not just
Yes.
a unilateral. It's bi-directional.
Yeah. You know what? Of all those that I have done, my leadership was judged.
Like-
I received a national award
Mm.
from the National Media Writers Association of the Philippines, awarded in Manila, regarding my leadership contribution, and so many others. I was also awarded in India. That was 2017. It's also on leadership.
Okay.
So to me, I feel so gratified because those were not asked for it. We given. So it allowed me the opportunity to visit India, Mumbai, India. Oh.
So you have been to other countries too.
Yes, yes. Even other countries for my speaking engagement, but not for the award.
So you have, of course, you have been to many countries.
To some only, to some.
To some, even though you have been to out of the Philippines, right?
Few countries only. Maybe 5 countries.
So you have been there for the leadership program, or you have been there for the speech or for the motivation things.
For speaking engagement on
Engagement.
education.
Yes, sir.
Education.
So, can you tell, like, of course, there are many differences that from the other countries to the Philippines. So, as for as for your experience, can you tell one thing that you should really want to implement and you should really want to teach other people in Philippines that they should follow that?
Yes, this is just one.
Yes.
We have to have a moral recovery program. It's insulting that in our country, we are the most Christian nation, and yet you see many people are corrupt. And what is the reflection of that? The Catholic Church has failed. The educational system has failed. Because if the church has been successful in their advocacy of spiritual transformation, and the educational system, if had been successful in in developing our learners, then we should not resort to this corruption. That, to me, is our failure. And it is a challenge among all school leaders, educators, to do something. Nothing is never too late. We can still recover. We have to be known for that. And the Philippines is the culture of the Filipino people, to be honest. But because of Western influences, that's how corruption emerged in the Philippines. The Spaniards, the Americans, were our colonizers. But they were the ones, the Chinese. The very first colonizers of the country, the Chinese. So from that, it had destroyed the moral fiber of the Filipino identity. And that is why this is a challenge to young educators now to rise above and do something.
Maybe I cannot speak on this. So I hope in the future it should be solved. So you have been to many places, you have been leading a lot of institutions. I don't think the PLTCI is the first one.
From high school,
Okay.
college, 1, 2, 3, 4. PLT is the 4th.
PLTCI is the
Because I stayed in where I retired, I served for 35 years. But prior to the college, I was in the Catholic for 9 years.
So you have been to the Catholics.
Yes, 9 years.
Okay.
Solid. 9 years.
9
I enjoyed
years.
my life.
It's a long journey. 9 years.
Yes, that's how I have developed my skills in
Okay.
teaching.
So
Catholic
how
school.
about like, can you discuss like the first one you were in is the Catholic one, the first one, the institution you joined?
Yes, Catholic,
the
because I graduated in a Catholic school.
Okay, let's talk about the Catholic. Okay, let's discuss the one thing that you still carry the thing and that you teach the student that you got to know. It's not like you always know everything. So what's the one thing? Let's discuss about the one thing that you got to know during the your first period.
Conscience matters.
Consent matter.
Yes, conscience matters. It's not what people tell you. But if you are a learned individual in the Catholic institution, you will always follow what you believe is right, and you'll never be turned away by others. So believe in yourself. If you have developed yourself, then do it. Do it. The education in the Catholic is with a heart. With a heart. It's more than the brain. Education with no heart, when you say heart, values. Education with no values is no education at all. So it is the values that will bother you. If you have done something wrong, you'll be bothered. Your conscience will bother you. That's the spirit of that. That's why wherever you go, even if the majority will say this, if you believe that is wrong, then do not follow them. Follow your own. Because we have a philosophy in life.
Doc, I think I believe in this path. That's how maybe I started this. I really want. I'm also like this person. So if 100 people is going to the wrong direction, but if you are confident going to the right direction, if you are alone, even though you should take the risk,
Yes.
that's worth it.
But it's nice also to be committing an error along your way.
Yes.
Because you will be taught and you will become better.
You'll be tough, you'll be
Yeah,
better,
you'll be
you'll be tall.
wiser.
Yes, tough. Yeah, I
What
really
the
get-
danger is if throughout your whole life you have never committed an error,
Hmm.
one time that error, you'll commit suicide. You'll die. So I'm not saying the more error, the more you have to know. Oh, no, it's not. But somehow that's a learning lesson to think about. No one is perfect.
Yeah, no one is perfect.
Yes.
So you have been to like you have been long journey. You have been in long journey for the institution, for the leadership program. You have been leading all institution. So can you tell us about the one thing that you doubted in the one time that you doubted yourself?
Well, in decision making, when you make a decision, for example, shall I dismiss this employee? You know the status of the employee, but the employee violated it. If you remove, that is the only source of livelihood. It will bother you. Because if you cut off the source of income, the family will suffer. That's one. But the bottom line is that if you have done your best telling them advice before that final action of terminating, then I think it's clear. It's clear. So, as I said, I had experienced that, dismissing people, but I was not bothered at all. But it was risky on my part. I took the risk. But that is to teach the people not to do the same and to protect the identity of the school. So two, not only one side, both.
Both. Of course.
So giving the others a warning, a lesson, give them a lesson, and that is a right lesson for them, not to do the same wrong act.
So like you have been to the leading this in institution. You are the one person who will decide what should happen in institution, right? So I believe there are always two sides of anything. How do you make the decision? How do you decide? Because like with the coin, there are two sides and there are two different stories of the. So how do you decide what's the good one?
If you're a top administrator, you do not let the others whom you have empowered do the initial decision. They have to get the facts, everything.
Okay.
Then when they are not satisfied, then they can appeal to the higher level. When they cannot still, then you can go to the higher up to the last, after the last. Then you go back. If you are the top leader, then you have to follow that.
Okay.
So in short, all possibilities had been exhausted, given to them. You do not decide one way. Because in this country and elsewhere in the world, we follow due process. Listen first before you make a decision. Do not make without consultation, without listening, then you make a decision. That's not good. That's democracy.
That's democracy.
But if you're a dictator, everything that you say is already automatically
no
question.
No dictatorship.
Yes.
It's democracy.
Yes, correct. Yes.
Yeah. It's really good to hear about these things from you, and I'm really proud that I'm here studying in the college that you are leading here in the institution.
That's why our plan for a PLT, two things. Two things. We want them best education. And how is that carried? Deliver the best instruction. And who will do that? By the doctors who are qualified. Those who are hired should be qualified. You cannot give what you don't have. If you are not qualified, then you are assigned these subjects. You cannot deliver the best.
Yes, sir.
But if you are well trained, you are very confident, that's your master, you can deliver it with sense.
Yes, sir.
And with logic, and students will learn and they will remember you. They remember you for what you do.
Yes, sir.
So priority is instruction is the key to quality, and if there are given the best instruction, then the hard way, students should feel it's hard, because the road to success is never easy. It's always hard. But if you conquer what is difficult, in the end, it's worth rewarding. It's worth the difficulty, the road. So why do you have to deliver good education? That's the best way, that's the gift that you can give to the students to prepare them for the board exam. Because if they will fail the board exam, they will not practice their profession.
Yeah, of course.
And it means to say they have not learned something good. So that's the direction of that. That's why vision is very important. Qualification and training, so important. But the advocacy of teachers, very important. Very, very important. Every institution have their own pitfalls. No institution is ever perfect and ideal. But along the process, we learn it through difficult path. whatever shortcomings and differences, we can make it all together. That is why students, alumni, employees, and the top, middle, and the low come together and then serve the students because we are here to serve the students. And the students are here for one purpose, to learn and not to make any foolishness and to violate the policy. But that's it. So if those two will complement each other, then we are creating a perfect world where there will be no problems, but joy and happiness. There's peace.
Yes, Doug. I also believe that, actually, we also, my family also taught me one thing. Actually, my father is also a teacher. My mother is also
Yeah,
a teacher.
good.
So we have also, they taught me one thing, like parents is your first God and the second God is the teacher. They make you the perfect way, the path. They carry your fingers, they carry your hand and make you to walk in the right path. I also believe from the childhood that teachers are our God.
Yes.
After our
Yeah.
parents, teachers are the most priority things because they will make our life better, way easy and way better.
Parents are your first teachers.
Parents are the first teachers, and then teachers as the God after the parents.
We in the school, we are the secondary parents
Yes.
who will act as guardians in their absence. That is in loco parentis, in Latin. Diba? That is why it's our authority to discipline those who violate the school policies because policies are designed to transform and correct the attitudes of students who have not been who had been partly wrongly developed at home in their respective families. So the family and the school should really have a partnership collaboration in the interest of the child.
I'm I'm speechless. Yeah, you are very knowledgeable and you are very inspiring, talk. So I really wanted to know and I really wanted to show the peoples that why did you choose the PLT? Is there one specific reason?
Yeah. I joined PLT
Okay.
because of the invitation of Dr. Peter. I was serving as president of an aviation college
Okay.
in La Union, nearest to our residence even. But because I was endorsed by the Regional Commission on Higher Education. That's why I went there to serve as a president. It's a school run by military. But when Dr. Peter called me one evening, I said, "Oh, where are you? Where are you in the world?" But I came to know him a few years ago, but we parted. So he said, "Could you please come help me to know, where are you? I'm here in the Vizcaya. What are you doing in Vizcaya? We have a school of medicine, but I need somebody to help me manage this school." But, "Oh, you are too late because I'm the president of another school here. Can you do something about it?" So it had injected to my mind. And I have to think it over. And I said, I have to think it over because, Doc, it's not easy. I have made a commitment and I have to ask the board in Manila if I will be allowed. I have to find a way to exit. So I have to invent some more reasons just to exit and join and come here. That's how I came here, through Dr. Peter. Yes.
I have also heard many things about Dr. Peter. Maybe someday if he will give time,
Yeah.
I'll be talking with him also.
He's really good. I came to know him because he was supplying the University of Northern Philippines in Vigan, Ilocos with foreign students. There were 3, but he was the most and the best, the favorite of the president of the university. And he had 62 students who could not be admitted in that university because there are so many. So the registrar of that university knows our registrar. So they came with Dr. Peter and said, "I have a good school that I can recommend for you." So they came, then they talked to me. The registrar came to see me, and then I said, "Oh, sure." So he enrolled 62 foreign students who took up psychology. And I think they finished now the medicine. That's how I came to know him for 4 years until they graduated, first year to fourth year. For 4 years, that's how I came to know him. But we are not that close.
Okay.
We are not that close. But
Even though.
he happened to, I don't know what he discovered in me. That's why he remembered me so much and he has to call me.
Of course, you look inspiring, Doc. It's not just about it's now who leads the people, who leads the institution. It's also about the who can carry the pressure also. Let's talk about the pressure. You are in the PLTCI, right? So
Yeah.
how about the pressure of doing anything? How about pressure of leading the things? How about the
Yeah.
pressure of shaping the curriculum?
Yeah. In the College of Medicine.
Yeah.
Yes, we are just talking last week. We are talking about the curriculum. Our curriculum is good,
Yes.
but we are trying to see if there are subjects being part of the subjects being repeated. We will try to merge that and then have another subject. The second one is that it's our plan that we will see the curriculum of top-notch medicine schools like in India and nearby countries. What are those common subjects that they have, which we will inject in our curriculum here, so that you'll be better prepared for your career practice. That's our intention. We will do it within this year. So if that is given to CHED, then we'll say yes, then we will implement it next school year. This next opening for 2026 onward to first years. So that's how we are preparing. So we're trying to see how we can improve the curriculum because that is the heart of the program, where you have all the subjects. So that's the curriculum should be enriched. So that's it.
So I believe it will be solved. It will be improved in time because I know like everything takes time and it will get better by better step by step. So after this, let's talk about something. There are a lot of my friends who has been trying to know about the PLTCI, but they are not just only interested in the medicine. They also want to know about the other faculties. Of course, you
Faculty.
yeah, other faculties. So can you tell like how many faculties are there in the PLTCI?
When I came in there, I think more than 30 of them. More than 30 of them. Mostly doctors from Manila. And classes were conducted in online classes. So in my informal talks with the students who graduated, I got their feedback. So I said, we suggested that we hire doctors of the same caliber here locally because we would like that. I'm not against online, I am for online. But it means that since we're a new school, we would like face-to-face platform of delivering instruction. When so needed, then you can use online. Can you? But most of the time should be face-to-face if possible. So there's a shift of platform delivery of instruction from online to lecture face-to-face.
So I believe for now it's somehow hybrid classes for the most of the other faculties.
So there were two things that we have done. We changed the mode of delivering instruction, and the doctors mostly from here, from three provinces here in the north.
So I believe maybe I'll be also giving the website link of the PLTCI in our description box so that the peoples can see the faculties, the other faculties, and they can also know about this college in
So far, all of them are educationally qualified.
Yes.
They're all with experience, teaching experience. Some are retired, who's that well experience is very realistic. So that's a combination of those idealistic and realistic. There are two philosophies. What do you call that? Realism and idealism. And there's the third philosophy, pragmatism. So we hire people of that middle age. So those are the people who have that kind of pragmatic mind, practical. So if you have these three types of professors, it is to the best interest of the students.
So that for that also the students will be also engaged and they also be taught very very good going. So it will.
In fact, one of plan that we would like is to inject culture. Because when foreign students are they are immersed into the cultural practices of these people here, it would help you be more successful. In fact, that's why I wrote a learning guidebook, translating Tagalog to English, Ilocano to English, purposely for the foreign students. So when you go for clerkship, at least you have a background.
Yes.
Before I went to Korea, it took me 2 weeks to read those greetings and say hello, good morning, like that. Yes, just at least to talk to the.
Yes, it will be helpful for everyone, for the general people also, for the other faculties also.
That's why I've developed that, but it's not distributed. But I'm prepared.
Maybe I will help to distribute those things.
Yeah.
So I believe, there are a lot of things you have done and you have been here. So you are the director of the student affairs, right? So what's the
Director for academics.
academics? Yeah, okay. So what's the one thing, the only one thing you are in this position that no others can see the pressure or anything like that? What's the one thing?
Well, I'm not hiding anything, so you always see something
No, of course.
hidden in the mind. And then I always tell it during our meeting. We want our students in medicine, all of them should pass the licensure exam for physicians, whether abroad or here. That is my goal. If that happens, then it's enough for me. I can get out. Yes, that's what I would like to do. We would like to have a peaceful campus to create an atmosphere where their studies, their learning will not be disturbed. That to me is what I want to happen, is to create a conducive learning atmosphere, free from distractions, violence, and everybody should be at peace. That's it.
So it's the peaceful education.
Yes, you cannot learn where you are in trouble.
Yeah,
You cannot learn where you are in danger.
yeah, of course.
But where you are at peace, you can concentrate. Yes. You have nothing to be bothered about. So there's concentration.
Yeah, concentration on the. I have also experienced many things on this. Like concentration on one thing really makes you boost, and really makes you go easy. That helps you to
Correct.
get the path step by step. You can see your vision clearly, so that you can walk on that path.
Yes.
So like what's the one thing that you will tell your students from PLTCI who graduated from the PLTCI? What's the one word, what's the one sentence, or what's the one thing that you want them to learn and apply in their life?
I will just follow the what what was it? The vision of PLT that
Okay.
attracted me.
Yes, sir.
Be humane. HUMANE. When you are humane, as a doctor, you have a heart to touch your patients.
Yes, sir.
If you are for money,
You cannot.
there's no humanity in your heart.
There's no service, there's
Yes.
no human.
Yes, you can have much money, but you have not touched these people. So do combination. Give the best treatment, but be considerate to these people. People who had been deprived. But through you, if they will be able to be lifted from that difficulty, that problem, I think you will reach heaven. That's the joy of that. And to me, it's always a living legacy. They'll always talk about you, even if you have been dead years ago. So that's what you should live, is to live a life of purpose and meaning. Even in a very simple way, in the practice of your career, you should be able to make a difference by touching these people in healing and in learning and in everything. Whatever work that you have, always be able to contribute something positively.
Positive
Yeah.
to the society, to the people
Yeah.
near you. Of course, the positive attracts positive. If the people, if I'm also a student, right? I also believe one thing: if the people who is around me are positive, they will also motivate to be the positive.
You'll be carried. So that is what we call multiplying effect. Multiplying effect.
Yes.
1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, and it multiplies.
The positive.
That's how.
Yeah, that's how.
Yes.
It will be easy to move on.
Yes.
To
Correct.
carry out the things. It will very easy to carry out the things.
Perfect.
You can inspire, you can teach the students in the school, in the college. So how do you take the alumni? How do you reach the alumni? Because for the institution, I'll be honest with you. My father also built an institution from scratch to a certain level in my country. So I have been seeing him working from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 10 p.m.
That's the working routine.
So it was a working routine. So how do you manage the time for your family? Because I know he really try hard to manage the family.
All things are equal. Family is very important.
Of course.
Work is very important. In my case, I am guilty on that because I am more engrossed to my work than to my family. So somehow I am guilty on that. But I always tell them that whatever shortcomings that I have is all because I love my work and I'm never satisfied. That is why I have to keep working until, because there's that level that I want. I will be happy if I have done what is supposed to be for the day. I have to do it. And I should not be contented of just doing what is scheduled a day. If I can exceed it more than that, then that will make me happy. So let my joy and success in my career radiate in all of you, whom I had short time being with you. So that's it. Sometimes also it affects my health. It's because of my work. That's the thing. But even if I am aware, but it is because of my love. I really love what I do. So that's the thing. If possible, we have to balance, but that is ideal. Ideal. But the truth, in my case, I am more prone to my work than my family, and I appeal for their understanding. Oh, that's what I do.
It's good. It's good. I cannot say on these things, you know. So I believe I believe you also have some reasons, and you're also doing good with the family also. I think. And then what about how about can we talk about your any children or thing?
My children.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 5 children
Okay.
with one boy only.
Okay.
Then my second child is a boy. And my first child has is deeply frustrated because she was supposed to be finishing her dentistry, but because of her ear defect that we were not able to succeed in healing, despite this expensive money involved. Still, it could not. So she did not finish and become a doctor, a dentist. My boy is a certified mechanic and driver. That is his interest. My other one is a graduate of physical therapy. My other one is a graduate of political science, and so she landed as a real estate broker and real estate appraiser. And the other one is a respiratory therapist.
Okay.
That's my children.
That's really good for. And can you? I really wanted to talk about them also. I think they also deserve some things from you. Maybe you cannot reach them every day or you cannot sleep them every time. Even though I wanted to tell you one thing that they can still remember that and they can still apply and they can also feel that your father still loves you every time every day. It's like you cannot give time to everything.
Well, we communicate on a daily basis.
So you communicate with the daily
Yeah,
basis.
but I tell them, do not communicate on daytime. After work, then that's the time because I don't like to be disturbed. Yeah, and then I don't. If you're also working, I don't like you to be using your time in your work communicating to me. Yes, straight. So after office hours, free. You can.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not
So-
justice. It's not. It's not fair. You're using your official time to be communicating. That's personal. Huh? That has nothing to do with them. So let's be fair to that.
It's fine for some time.
Except emergency. So, at any time. Yeah, it's the exception.
So, can you tell them one thing one serious thing that they should take these things in their life and they can apply. That's the one thing for your children, for your family.
Yes, I always tell them, with God, everything is possible.
Okay, okay.
When you're in any problem that you encounter, look up to God, and you'll be
Yes.
it will be helped.
Yeah, of course. I believe like God is
That-
peace.
Yes,
The peace you want
yes.
and the peace you deserve also. So I also believe that the God, just sitting beside the prayers rooms or anything
Because
like
if
that.
you are in trouble and then you look for a criminal to help you, the more you will be in trouble.
Of course, of course. So, we have been to the pandemic situations also.
Yes, yes.
So, how do you see that time as an academic activist? You are in the academic leadership also.
From that, it just happened that I resigned. That I was because the owner of one school came to see me. So I resigned and then supposed to go and report on that day. That was the first day of the pandemic. So you're not allowed to travel. And that's why I have to stay home. That's how I started to write the book. Because I want to be productive, If my mind will not be busy, I feel so not comfortable. Maybe because of the years that I had been to work. So it's something that I have to be very busy because I feel very useless animal.
No.
Yes. As if, what? That's why I want to be very busy.
So you are a very work passionate, workaholic person.
Yeah, I am really more.
And you really love the work you're doing. Maybe that's why you're just not doing the work. You are very passionate on the work you are doing.
It's because just to be fair, because time is running short. And if you go to Japan, and I believe in that, discipline matters. If you want to catch up, the answer is keep discipline, self-discipline. A lot of good things will happen for you and for the country. But where you have no discipline, all noise, nothing good will happen.
So it's about the discipline. It's
Yes.
about the passionate. It's about the keep going, keep going.
Yeah.
So that's how I think that's how the success also occurs. That's how the struggles goes away.
It's not how intelligent you are. Because intelligence with no character, useless. You'll fall.
Of course,
You'll fall.
and the consistency is the main thing.
Yes.
It's the key word of everything.
You have to be very consistent. Sustain it.
Okay.
Mm.
So, is there anything you want to discuss about?
Well, for PLP College of Medicine,
Yes, ma'am.
the dream is for foreign students to finish their 4 years in medicine in 4 years with no unnecessary extension. Except sickness. Except sickness. Because the world is waiting for your service. To the local students in the Philippines, especially to those 8 provinces in northern Philippines, we are too in a hurry for them to graduate so they can serve the district hospitals where they are located, where they come from. Because many hospitals do not have regular doctors. Many die because of no doctors attending to them. And that calls for them to concentrate, and as I said, time is so running short. The earlier you graduate and practice your career in medicine, the more you will save people lives. So to me, that is very meaningful. That's why I'm telling, if there are people who are philanthropists like you can sponsor one of them so that one will become a doctor and serve their province and PLT as a professor. Part-time. like that, yes. I want the international students with the local to be immersed,
Yes,
to be connected. They should create certain level of connections through different programs and activities, whether academics, sports, or culture, social, where you showcase your talents and present your culture. That is sharing, and that is how we connect with one another, and that is globalization. So you never know if you are from Nepal and then I'm a Filipino. You never know, by emergency call you are going to serve in Nepal for a certain call. Then at least you know you have an earlier exposure to foreign students here during their schooling in medicine. So that kind. To me, is always an opportunity. So I believe I am for globalization. And how do you globalize education is through these foreign students, international students, local, international coming together. In the course of their schooling, they are sharing. The language barrier can even be mitigated because you talk with them. Somehow in the process, you will be learning something.
Yeah, of course.
Everything should start with something. And then that will grow. Like that. So that's it.
Can you tell about one thing about the locals who want to pursue in PLTCI? Can you tell one thing that really motivates? What's the one thing that you want to say about the locals, the Philippines, the Pinoy students who wants to pursue this further studies in the PLTCI? And why should they choose the PLTCI?
The healthcare system in the Philippines is in dire need of healthcare professionals. That includes medical doctors. Because of poverty, many could hardly go to a private institution. And that is why my appeal from the heart, that was part of your education, is yes, you are to practice because medicine is expensive, so you have to earn money. But do not, if there's a way, do not overcharge them. If there's a way that you have to lower your consultation fee by 100, a little lower, then to me is an opportunity of extending healthcare delivery to these people who had been denied justice for healthcare service. So that to me is a challenge. If health is a partner for national development, where people do not walk physically healthy, this country will die. But where they walk Because of their energy and they're healthy, even the hard things will be made possible for progress. So health is very important. It's your wealth.
Yes.
So,
Health is wealth.
yes, that's a challenge to the local students. But for international students, well, you have to serve your own country and beyond your country. So the Filipinos, after gaining experience, they can go to the US, anywhere in the world. So with you. But we would like to encourage the Indian students to serve in the Philippines. And others, other nationalities.
Because
Because the Philippines is a beautiful country.
yeah, it's beautiful. It's
Yeah, beautiful country with temperate climate like Korea.
Yes.
So you enjoy life, traveling.
It's a tropical climate
Yeah,
everywhere. It's a good place. The Philippines is a good, beautiful place for the tourism and for the other things. Also.
Yeah, right.
Even Philippines is also known for the aviation studies
Yes.
also over the
They
worldwide.
are very good.
Yeah,
Right.
even the worldwide. Okay, Doc, I'm really
Yes.
really happy that you are here. But before wrap up, I really wanted to ask some rapid fire questions, just one word answers. Okay, Doc. Okay, the first question will be like, what's the one decision that you made in your career that you are proud you made early?
Well, I have made people happy when I served in the institution where I retired. During my retirement, everybody was happy and they did not like me even to retire. They wanted to extend my time, but I said no. There's an end to everything.
Yes.
So I have made people happy. They have, to me, I was also happy with it, and that's it. I have left an imprint in the memories of these people.
Doc, like what's the one thing that the one routine or habit that makes you hold the role of what you are doing now, what you are leading today?
So, well, one thing is that once I will start my work, I should be able to finish it.
Yes, Doc.
But once I don't
Determination.
finish it, I feel so bad. And that is why I want to extend time. That's why I have to go home late. My family is waiting for me and they're always mad at me. But it's always for me to explain to them, I don't like to leave my work today for tomorrow and another tomorrow. It will pile up and it's impossible to do it. So that's my routine. That's my routine. And because of that, too much of sitting, that's how I developed my illness. I have a prostate, and the advice of my doctor is because you're always sitting all the time.
Oh.
The solution is every after 2 hours, stand and walk for 5 minutes, then return. But I said, most of the time during meetings, whole morning, sometimes whole after, sometimes more than. It will start 9 and then it will end 3 o'clock. The advice to me is always find a way because it's your health. So find a
Of
way.
course.
You should be wiser to always escape something and then return. And that's
course,
what I'm doing.
Yeah, but health, you should also be thinking about the health also, Doc.
That's what they're saying. Too much of everything is also dangerous. Maybe
Yes.
it's that. That's it. Too much of sitting down has developed in me this kind.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm not curing it.
That's so okay. So the next, I will be asking the next one. Okay, what's the one academic practice that you should think it should be left out in the Philippines?
That should be left out.
Yes.
Should not be continued.
Yes.
It should not be continued. One thing, for example, in teaching, classroom teaching, that's already traditional. Face-to-face is traditional. But you cannot totally discard that. With advent of technology, you have to blend it with that. And that is the best that should be. Because development in technology is fast happening. So we have to catch up with that. But we cannot discard. But we have to improve what is in the past. So if I'm a teacher, I have to adapt to the changing time, but without forgetting everything because foundation is very important. For example, the skills of learning, reading, writing, and arithmetic. If you discard that in the name of technology, your foundation is very poor. So like constructing a house.
The base should be
Yes.
strong, though.
So the basic foundation is very, very important. So that's why there is peer-to-peer, face-to-face, contact, coaching. Coaching is very effective like that. So that's one thing. Always go for the basic and then develop it.
Okay. So what's the one thing that you will tell your younger self to do that you haven't got time to do on that time?
Yes. Focus on the basics.
I believe it's
Yes.
for every younger person.
Yes. Always start with that because that's the foundation.
Yes, sir.
I will tell you, the educational system of the Philippines has been patterned to Western countries. And what do we have now? Because in the name of innovation, We keep on changing and changing. But now we have realized, we have failed, we have to realize again to where we have started before. So going back again to the basics. That's why I'm saying basic is always the foundation of everything. Always start with that. And all things will just follow. All things will just follow. So if you cannot read, do not promote that pupil until he will really read, then promote. Like that. That should be the nature. That is what is now happening right now in the Philippine educational system. Even in US, there are many illiterates now. You cannot sense it because their language is English. So when they always talk in English. But go into the foundation, they're very poor. Because they're engaged in technology. Technology doesn't replace the basics.
Yes.
The skills, basic skills.
I believe the basic is the base,
Yeah,
very
the-
foundation,
yeah.
base
Everything.
everything.
Just like simple constructing a house. You just put it up there, then the foundation is very poor, it will collapse.
Yeah, of course.
You see? Just like that. That's the similarity, the parallel example.
Okay, Doc, we will be wrapping on this podcast, and I'm very happy and I'm very grateful that you gave your time. It's really rare to get the time.
Because you are very important. Number two, you are our own student.
Yes.
And number three, you are an international personality, a foreign student. So we have to give you justice. Yes.
Thank you for the justice,
Yes.
Doc, and I'm really happy that
Hope
you.
there is a little that I have contributed to whatever intention that you have. Yes.
Of course, you have contributed a big part. I'm really happy, and the people will be also be happy after listening to you,
Yes.
and they will be proud that they are studying in the PLTCI, and they will also be known why should I choose that.
Yes. PLT is good. It's a young institution, and at that, I always repeat telling them, since it's just a young yet, let it grow
Yes.
rightly and correctly. Because anything that has started wrongly is difficult. It has to be sustained.
Yes.
At least we have produced 100% passing from one student from India, one who took it and passed. That is 100%. And then 15 who have passed, although 12 did not make it. That's why we are saying we will invite them. If they would like to join the review, then we can conduct a review for them. But if they don't like, they believe that they can do it by themselves, then fine. So we believe we want still to help them.
It's very good. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you.